So Yahweh Shai is the light of the universe, whereas God is the foundation and/or the positive energy of the universe itself. Once again, Yahweh Shai is the literal light of the universe, whereas the true Most High Father God is the positive atom of the universe, or the positive energy of the universe. How does this work? According to what I'm gathering, the Most High Father God, or the Most High Creator, the Most High Ruler of the universe, the Most High Source of all moral authority, and the Most High Supreme Being, positive energy, it feeds its literal self into the universe. And once the positive energy enters into the universe, it creates light. It creates the natural agent which stimulates sight and makes things visible. When the positive energy gets into the universe, light is formed from its entry. I did a recent video talking about what is known as black holes because of the video that I watched known as the primordial black holes. There were universes that happened before our universe that I, with my conclusions or my theories or my personal viewpoints on what this could actually mean for our reality. The destroyer God was at play for trillions of years. But the thing is, just like the light, just like there's light trapped into the black hole, there's also darkness trapped into the black hole. The light cannot be limited, but the darkness can be. The light is unlimited, but the darkness is not unlimited. But the light is also always balanced, whereas the darkness is the destroyer and/or imbalancer of the light, you see. If you all want to manifest the victorious, or if you want to manifest our victory lap within the spiritual war, you need to get out there and start delivering this Jesus universal light immediately. You need to get out there and start delivering this Jesus is the universal light concept immediately. Just an idea. Just a way you can see things, talk about things. I'm a huge advocate for world peace, a very massive, huge advocate for world peace. And as long as I exist, I will be trying to convince the entire world to embrace world peace. Negative energy disturbs world peace. Negative energy or negative actions, negative evil ideas, negative evil actions. I said the actions. There's many other words. I just want to use as many other words as I possibly can so you all can start having more effective ways to communicate with each other. Have more effective ways to communicate with each other. The goal is a global golden yuga, or a global golden age. You see, that's the goal. The goal is a global cyclic age. The goal is soul liberation. The goal is soul sovereignty. The goal is soul coexistence. The goal is global child manumission. The goal is global child manumission. Soul liberation, global child manumission. Soul liberation, global child manumission. What am I getting at? Soul liberation. Remove the planks from 909. The planks or beams from 909. What is the logical sense to make of the planks as planars parable? Simple. What do planks do when it comes to an eye's vision? They block it, right? Removing the planks, removing the wooden blocks from your own inner eye so that your inner eye can see properly. You follow what I'm saying? And then removing the splinters or motes from the children's eyes. Removing the little tiny splinters from our magnificent children's eye so they can see properly. You see, what do we need to see here? We need to see how to talk to each other more effectively. We need to see how to. It's not about being soft. It's not about being a walkover. It's not about allowing things to ruin you. It's not about these things at all. It's about balance. It's about getting things upright and steady. Upright and steady. It's about balance.
Once you're able to see clearly as to what you need, meaning the fundamentals. What are your funded A-mentals? Meaning your funded top of the list A game, A alphabet, A mentality, mental ways. What are your fundamental mental ways? Peace, love, unity, and advancement. What are your mental ways? What are your go-to mental ways? Peace, respect, balance, and progression. I need to give you more words, more ways to communicate with each other. Global Golden Yuga, that's the goal here. Soul Liberation, Global Child Main Mission. Soul Liberation, Global Child Main Mission. What's the biggest issue in our way right now? What's the biggest cause in our way? We are too focused on war. We are saying things that are going to incite war. We are saying things to each other globally that are going to cause war to stir about or cause war to manifest, you see. But the thing is, the reason why that is because, like, once again, how we were raised in this world here, how we were raised in this artificial infrastructure. Remember, this artificial infrastructure it was built to benefit harlots and harlot nature only. But it just so happens that the mother of harlots is the god of destruction. How can you piece that in together? Well, it makes little sense to a lot of sense simultaneously. But see, here's the thing though. Yeah, we were all enslaved by what the so-called white people are globally in order to build this world. Yeah, everybody globally was enslaved by the so-called white race or the so-called white people to build a world such as this one. Just don't have time to go into the BC dates. I don't really have too much time to go into the AD dates or to be too much time to go into specific years. I don't really have those times necessarily. All I really have is a time to tell you the reason why everything is happening. Here are some more reasons, a bunch of reasons why everything is happening. What is in charge of our world is of war, hatred, division, and stagnance. It is literally of war, hatred, division, and stagnance. However, it can only execute what it is through the people. It can only execute what it is through the people. And how does it execute what it is through the people? By convincing the people to make the choices to allow it to execute what it is through the people. Like, for example, Vladimir Putin, or not Vladimir Putin, but Joe Biden, Ukraine. Joe Biden, that's what I meant to say, not Vladimir Putin. For example, Joe Biden, you received the orders from the devil, I know you did, or at least the people who work for the devil, to tell you randomly, hey, send some missiles to Ukraine. And even though Ukraine, according to your feelings on your pieces of paper, shouldn't have had the permission to use that, you sent the missiles called ATACMS. You could have called the missiles anything else, but instead you gave them a name that involves Ukraine having the permission to use those missiles on Russia. If any type of war in front of your face is being incited, it is because of the devil. I ain't got what I need to reach you or talk to you the right way. Man, personals, who cares about personals, bro? Yeah. I know why they are detriments and the reason or what they're causing to slow me down, blah. I still got the words necessary to be said out loud. So I'm going to say them and get them to you the best way I can as soon as I possibly can get them to you. Nobody wants war. Watch this. Become a product of your environment. Wait, let me explain this point right quick. How we were raised, due to how we were raised, our decision-making skills, our proper decision-making skills are blinded. Why do I say this? Our decision-making skills are blinded due to how the lessons we were taught or we were entrenched to have as we were growing up, all those school textbooks, they gave us subconscious, subliminal decisions to incite war. You see, there's a concept. Everything that we learned growing up He gave us subliminal messages for war. Subliminal messages, subliminal messages, lying, linear, sublinear lines, sublinear messages, all of our entire lives, that our subservient conscious mind should only be for war, hatred, division, and stagnance. But in reality, it's just an imbalance of the mental, it's just an imbalance of the mind. How do you balance the mind out? Go for peace. Instead of going for war, go for peace. Instead of going for hatred, go for love. But you don't necessarily have to make it all soft and cuddly. Like, you can go for literal love. Go for literal love, a disposition to do good. Literal love is a disposition to do good. Foundation, fundamental to do good. That's what I'm ultimately trying to get to you. Make your fundamental decisions out of love. Your fundamental decisions out of a disposition to do good. Make all of your fundamental decisions out of benevolence. That's what I'm ultimately getting to you. Make all your sublinear messages, all your subliminal, make all of your subliminal messages, all of your subliminal movements, all of your sublinear messages, and all of your sublinear actions out of peace and love. Make them all out of peace and love. Internally and physically. Go for unity and go for progression only. Go for unity and go for progression only. Go for unity and go for progression only physically. Unity and advancement physically. Make all your talking points from those two statements physically. Make all of your talking points from those two words internally. Make all of your talking points from peace and love. Meaning, what comes out of thine checking account into thy savings account, the people of the world, should be peace and love. And the people of the world into the savings account, unity and advancement. What do I mean? My conviction is my bank account. And the way my conviction is set up, I have an infinite checking account, infinite internal checking account, and an infinite external savings account. I have to deposit these words into the savings account of the world. And due to me doing so, I desire to reciprocate the love back from them. However, due to things like Joe Biden not choosing what to do for himself, and the people in the leadership of Ukraine not choosing to think for themselves, because if you were thinking for yourselves, you would have been thinking for peace and love. If you were thinking for yourselves, you would have been thinking for peace and love. But instead, you decided to do what the devil wanted you to do through Joe Biden and attack Russia with those missiles. There shouldn't be a war going on in Russia, with Russia and Ukraine at all. It really shouldn't. The people of Russia and the people of Ukraine should not be at war at all. War is not natural. It's artificial. War is not natural. It is artificial. You all can make the decision to stop fighting. But why aren't you making the decision to stop fighting? Because of how you were raised. Ultimately, what I'm getting at here. You are not making the decision. You are making the decision to continue fighting. You are making a decision to continue following the devil's orders because of how the devil forced you to grow up in this artificial infrastructure. We need to stop and look at our current situations and fix them. Just random ideas. We need soul liberation. Why do I say that? And we need global child main mission. Why do I say that? Those are two main things right there. Those two main things. And I got 4 things to get to them. 4 things. 4 things and 2 things and 4. It's so much. I got a lot. Let me see. We need soul liberation, global child main mission. Why do I say soul liberation? Because we all need to come to a balanced moral standing. We all need to come to a naturally balanced moral standing. All of us do globally. All at the same time, all at once. We can do this. That is soul liberation, though, when everybody has control over their own lives with a naturally balanced moral standing. In global child main mission, our children living the same way we are in soul liberation. We don't need our children to live the same way we are in war now, do we? Joe Biden, Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin. Who is the leadership of Ukraine? All of this stuff is new to me. I just know what to say to you. 4 things real quick. 4 are the 4 major emotions. The good one, the bad one, the balanced one, and the dead one, or the stagnant one. The one that ain't moving the way you need it to move. You need things to move in peace and love. You need things to move in unity and progression. We only got this one final fight. We're in the last fight here. This is the last fight. But the thing is, the fight should not be amongst ourselves. We're in the last fight, but the fight should not be amongst ourselves, not physically at least. The last fight is internally. The final fight is what's internal. The final fight is what's internal. And this is what I am trying to drag you into, the entire world, so you can all help me beat it as well. Vladimir Putin, I am trying to drag you into the spiritual world. To all the leadership of Ukraine, I am trying to drag you into the spiritual world. Joe Biden, I am trying to drag you into the spiritual world. All of you, I am trying to drag you into my spiritual fight. If I drag you into my spiritual fight and I can get to fighting you in here, I'm gonna win. I can beat you in here. You want some of this? Be distracted by peace and love. Be distracted by peace and love. Be distracted by peace and love. You want some of this? Vladimir Putin, you know what you should do? Pull all of your troops out of Russia. Well, they just hit you with the missiles now, so. It's like there's no reaching you. It was almost no reaching you from the jump, but it's just like, I'm just gonna try anyway. I'm just try anyway. I'm just trying to reach you anyway. Screw it. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen for someone to try to reach what is unreachable? What's the worst that can happen? Other than someone dying for trying to do it. Oh, okay. Plan B then. Like, there is no worst that can happen. It's just something that's gonna happen then. Just stop being afraid to do what is right. Stop being afraid to do what is right. This is the major thing I am getting to you. Major thing. Stop being afraid to stand on a balanced disposition and a disposition to do good. Stop being afraid to stand on a balanced disposition that's want to do good. What is a principle defined as? Principle. A fundamental truth or proposition that serves subconscious mind, remember? That serves as the foundation for a system of belief, behavior, or chain of reasoning. What are your principles, Vladimir Putin? To all the leadership of Ukraine, to the people of Ukraine who are shooting, you know this is a trap. You know it is, but you're still participating. Why? Because you were raised into this world to make sure that you participate in the trap. You know it's a trap. You know they're trying to drive us all in World War III. And you know they're trying to get into your feelings. You know they're trying to provoke you to do something violent because you have been provoked to do something violent your entire life. Stop listening to what the devil wants you to do and listen to what you want you to do. Who are you? You're Jesus, man. Did you know that you and everybody else are all essentially the same? Did you know that? You know I call humanity God, right? You know what happens when you attack another member of humanity? You attack another piece of God. Why are you out here attacking God like this? You don't need to attack God, Brother Vladimir. The devil wants you to attack God, Brother Vladimir Putin. This is what the devil wants. You seem like you have some type of religious upbringing. You seem like you do. So I know you've been lied to a lot to some degree, especially if since you're the one that put the Black Jesus out here. You're the one that put Black Jesus out here, Vladimir Putin. What happened to that? You know what Jesus is all about? The provision of balanced knowledge and protection. You know what, Vladimir Putin? Joe Biden can learn a lot from someone like you. Maybe if y'all had some time to sit down and talk versus stand up and shoot. Come to the spiritual world. Hash it out in the spiritual world, man. It's better in the spiritual. It's better to hash it out in the spiritual world. It's better. It's better, man. We are so good in the spirit. We are so good in the spirit. We got ways that we can talk in the spirit, man. I just want to give you all as many words as possible. Here, I want to say some more about the black hole thing real quick. If you're familiar with time loops and resets, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because this World War III right here, if you all answer the devil's call to fight it, we are getting ready to start another reset. Meaning we're not going to progress. We're going to be forced to start over again. But it won't be no universal destruction, becoming a black hole. No. It's just going to be Everybody is dead because you all couldn't say no to the devil. You all couldn't say no to the destroyer God. This is what's going to cause World War III. All of these scrambled words that I'm saying to you, they're code, they are hidden, they are messages, they are a way to get a message across to you to prevent the devil from giving you, or to prevent you from doing what the devil wants you to do. They are coded in messages. I'm going from here. I started at black holes, and I'm going to here. I'm talking about peace, love, unity, and advancement. Then I'm going to here. I'm talking about the fundamentals. Then I'll go to here. Jesus is the light of the universe, and his Father is the positive energy of the universe. I'm just going all around, all over the place, but the message is all in one for one purpose. Then I'm going over here talking about soul liberation. Then I'll go over here talking about global child manumission. All of these things I'm saying is what the devil does not want you to hear at all. Why do you think my channel isn't moving, even though my ideas are being used? I am tired of claiming these as my ideas. They are universal. These are universal ideas. There is no just me at all. There is an I, but there is no just my personal own physical vessel, you know. It's not just, it has to be I though. It has to be, it just has to be me. It has to be a me, I thing. It has to be, because it's all humanity. We're all one. We're all essentially the same. Me and Vladimir Putin are the same person. So it's like, if I say I, me, I want this and I want that, then that means, or it could possibly mean, that I'm also saying the same thing that Vladimir Putin wants. Because see, I say I want peace, love, unity, and advancement. So that could technically mean that Joe Biden has said it. You see how I'm playing this with you right now? I'm trying to reach all of you at once, best way I can with these words. Because I know they're going to bring it into all the wars. That's why I'm saying them to you. If you all do not stop listening to the devil, we're going into World War III. How about you listen to you? Who are you? The light of the universe. Stop attacking God. Stop attacking Jesus. What Jesus do to you? What Jesus do to you? Why do you have so much animosity towards other pieces of Jesus? Think about that for a second, why don't you? Why do you all have so much animosity towards other pieces of Jesus? You want to know why you do? Because you were raised to have this animosity towards other pieces of Jesus, and you were taught to attack and kill other pieces of Jesus worldwide. We are his children. We are. He is our king. He is. Jesus alone, Yahweh Shai, Yahusha, Yeshua alone should be enough to unite everybody on the planet. The knowledge of him, who and what he truly is. How can we really follow him and apply his methods to our day-to-day lives? That alone should be enough to bring everybody together. And in this madness, that alone should be enough. But it isn't. You want to know why? Because the devil's entrenchment is thick. The devil's entrenchment is thick. The devil's destroyer entrenchment is thick. The devil's war, hatred, division, and stagnates destroyer entrenchment is thick. It's thick. It's not hard to get rid of, or hard to get past, or hard to beat up. Especially now. But it's still thick and difficult to remove. So I'm just going to try to remove it anyways. Just going to try. Say words out loud and I'll try to remove it anyways. I love every single one of you, but literally, I only literally love you. Literally love you. I sense that. I literally love Vladimir Putin, but only literally love Vladimir Putin. Stop the war in Russia. Ukraine. It's in Ukraine. Stop the Russia-Ukraine war. Stop the Russia-Ukraine war. Why are you listening to the devil? You're only fighting because you're listening to the devil. Stop listening to the devil. Fighting is not natural. Are you beating you up right now? As you are possibly sitting here listening to this video, or have some type of spy equipment to listen to me every single word as I am speaking, are you being attacked right now? Is something attacking you? Okay, yeah, I get it. I'm attacking you in spirit, but beside that, is something physically attacking you and or physically harming you right now? No. Why don't you do what the energy in you is doing to you right now? Why can't you do what the energy in you is doing to you right now? What is the energy in you doing to you, giving you life? Good service, energy. I'd be more direct and clear with my line of speaking if I had a chance to speak to you face to face, physically, personally. I need to be face to face with you for this to really make some strong headway and or strong sense into your mind. Are the black holes galactic resets? They possibly could be. And right now, what's going on currently is this World War III that Joe Biden received orders to try to insert and try to instigate us into could lead us to lead us to a galactic reset parable, but just on the planet though. Just on the planet, because if you start a war now with all of the tension going on between the people due to the devil putting it in there between them, everybody's gonna fight everybody. World War III is going to be the worst war in all of history. You can stop it if you just choose to. Why won't you choose to? The energy in you don't want to go to war. But your mind is telling your energy in you to push you to war. Why? Because you spent your entire life, once again, receiving the information that'll tell your mind to push your heart into war. Your heart does what your mind tells it to do. Your heart does exactly or any and everything and at all times that your mind is telling it to do. And as one thinketh in his heart, so shall he be. Proverbs 23:7. Think of those words, man. Think of those ideas. Stop fighting each other. Stop killing each other. If I had my 6 arms, I'd just force you to stop. Because I'm really tired of talking to you. I really just want to make you stop. That's what I really want to do. If I had the power, I would make you stop. You wouldn't lift a single hand towards your brother or sister ever again. You wouldn't put the lives of any melanated man, woman, or child anywhere on this planet in danger ever again. Do I want war with you? No. I want to completely stop you from fighting. I just look a little angry because I'm sick of you doing it. If I had any power, I would force every last one of you on this planet to stop fighting. I would. No hesitation either. My foundation and my 6 arms. My foundation and my 6 arms. My foundation and my 6 arms. That's all I really need to stop you from fighting. I will stop you from putting my family's lives in danger. Because the only reason why you all fighting your wars in the first place is so you can put the melanated people in danger. That's the only reason why Vladimir Putin want to fight. It's the only reason why Joe Biden want to send missiles. It's the only reason why Ukraine is participating. Because you want to put the lives of my family in danger. You don't give a fuck about no goddamn borderlines. You don't give a fuck about none of that shit at all. All you care about is putting black people's lives in danger. That's why you want to fight these wars. That's why you want World War III. You want as many of us to die as you possibly fucking can get to die. That's all you want. I ain't trying to hear none of that peace talk shit you on. You don't want none of that peace talk. You don't want none of my talk. You don't want none of that at all. All you want is to ensure we have a way to die, period. These are the thoughts I hold in right here. Because regardless of what you are talking about on all your little egghead channels and all your little egghead shows and all your little egghead meetings, the reality is you're just trying to ensure something is going to happen that'll see to it that every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet will face demise. So, if I had the power of my foundation and my 6 arms, I would just force you to stop. I don't even talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to stop you from fighting. That's it. I don't really want to talk to you. I don't really want to get in your head. I just want to stop you. Period. I wish I had that power though, man, but I don't. Nobody does. So we have to wait until all of your imaginary feelings are dried up. And then maybe you'll stop. Or I can just keep on attacking your imaginary feelings from my little channel here, and maybe it'll leave a dent and finally stop you. We are going to stop you. All that matters is stopping you from going to war. That's all that matters. We'll just see how far this message gets, man. We'll see how far it gets, right? Shalom, 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 which is why in every video by saying these words like this, I'm saying a whole lot of peace words. If you haven't noticed it, oh, I know why you haven't noticed it, because the enemy ensured you grow up being stupid enough to be unaware. You can't notice anything. You barely even hear what any of yourselves are saying. You don't even know what you be saying to each other, do you? Are you aware of your words when you're talking? Do you have awareness of your words? And then I wonder why I be making so many mistakes in my videos. Well, I did grow up in your world. I, with my melanated black behind, grew up in a world strictly designed to ensure I'd be stupid enough to grow up in it. All that time making me stupid and stupid and stupider and unaware of what's going on. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be your associate. I'm not here to go to physical war with you. I am here to stop you from putting my family's life in danger. That's all I will ever care for, ever. Is just saying whatever is. I'm not voting for no president. I didn't vote for Donald Trump, by the way. I didn't vote for Kamala either. I didn't vote for either one of them. I'm not an advocate for Vladimir Putin. I'm not an advocate for any of you at all. I just need you to stop putting the lives of my family in danger. That's all I care for. So I am going to march and move and fight for as long as I am alive to ensure I get my foundation and my 6 arms ready to force you to stop. Just gonna force you to stop. I'm not here to associate with you. I'm not here to bargain. I want no fucking money from you at all. I want to end what you are doing, period. At least this is what I pray to do, man, one day. I just pray for the ability to do it one day. No, I'm not about to be mature with this. No, we are at endless war, man. We are at literal war, man. It don't matter how you move, dog. Move however you wish to move, bro. Just want to stop the fighting, man. I only live for your well-being. To all the people of Ukraine, Vladimir Putin, and Joe Biden, Donald Trump. I only live for y'all well-being. May these words reach you with good grace. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.